Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button. Also turn on post notifications. I would like to give a special thanks to South Dade Kia for giving me time with the 2023 Kia Telluride SX with all-wheel drive. Let's talk about pricing here for the Kia Telluride SX. Starting price is $47,490, including the options and destination. This one stickers for $48,825. If you guys are on the market for a Kia, be sure to check out South Dade Kia and ask for Cello. He will get you into a new or pre-owned vehicle. But let's talk about the exterior styling for this refresh Telluride. Looking at the exterior styling here for the refresh 2023 Kia Telluride, my model that I'm showing you guys today is the SX model. I showed you guys an S model. This one also comes equipped with all-wheel drive, just like the S model that I showed you guys a couple of days ago. I love this everlasting silver exterior paint. It looks good with the gray painted trim, also with the black trim throughout this vehicle here. Looking at these taillights here, they're going to be redesigned for 2023. They're full LED. Even on the base model, you get full LED headlights. They're going to be a double stack with an automatic low and high beam, LED turn signal, and daytime running light. Looking at the revised Tiger Nose grille, I love the nice slats here in the grille. There's the Kia logo. There's also this front-facing camera. Like I mentioned, this is the everlasting silver exterior paint, and my model does have these LED fog lights here at the lower part of the bumper. That's front parking sensors. A lot of people don't like this square piece here on the refresh Telluride. A lot of people say it looks very odd. To me, I like the nice square piece here. It gives this vehicle more of a rugged look. And off to the side right here is going to be a functional vent to put an air curtain over the brakes and wheels. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the refreshed 2023 Kia Telluride. Looking at the side profile here, this has a 114.2 inch wheelbase with an overall length of 196.9. So it is right on par with every other three-row SUV in this segment. Looking at these tires and wheels here, I like the black inner pocket here, also with the outer chrome finish. These are a 245/50 Michelin tire. They're wrapped in this 20-inch rim design. You also have the new Kia logo in the center cap. And of course, you guys know it's an SUV, so it does have cladding with more of that dark gray painted trim. This also has an LED sight marker here on the mirror cap, and my model has the dual panoramic sunroof here. It is kind of split into two, so it's a smaller sunroof area here, but it does have the larger glass in the back for the rear passengers. There's more of that painted trim around the window wells, also some gloss black trim with these aerodynamic roof rails here. But making our way to the rear of the vehicle, looking at these taillights here, this one does have a full LED combination. As you guys can see, the turn signals are going to be an LED. The reverse lights are going to be down here, which is going to be an incandescent bulb. There's rear parking sensors. There's this large gray painted trim here. This also has dual tip exhaust. You can tow up to 5,500 pounds, so it's very capable of towing. As you guys can see, there's the all-wheel drive badge, which is a 4X. There's the Telluride name, which is spelled out, also with the Kia logo back here. With this rear wiper here, open up the cargo back here. This does have a power opening tailgate. Once it opens up, it reveals 21 cubic feet of space. There's also these aluminum plates here so you won't scuff up the interior. There's a 12-volt here, and there's this little grocery hanger back here. And to let down the third row here, just pull this tab here, and once you guys do that, it will fold down the seat to expand the cargo to 46 cubic feet of space. Once you fold down all the seats, and this is how you let down the second row here via this button right here, that expands the cargo to 87 cubic feet of space. So it is really competitive in the cargo space with the other competitors in this segment. There's also this very large underfloor storage here. Looking at the key fob here for the Kia Telluride, I love this new key that Kia offers. It does have the new Kia logo on top of the key. Also on this side of the key fob as well, there's a remote start on the back of the key fob. On the top, there's the lock, unlock, a trunk release, and a panic button. The key does have this nice matte looking finish to it, which is a really nice key to hold in your hands. It's very light compared to the other key, and this portion down here is to unlock the door just in case the key fob was to die. Kia did not stick it inside this key fob here. I'm not sure why, but maybe it's because it's a new design. But walking up to the vehicle, just press this button here to lock the vehicle, and to unlock it, just rest your hand behind your door handle. Open up this interior here. My model is complemented by this beautiful navy and gray interior, which has this nice two-tone finish. It looks really good with this everlasting silver paint. But getting inside this vehicle here, as you guys know, it's an SUV, so it does have a really good step-in height. Let's talk about the materials here on the door panel. This does have two-person memory seats. The switchgear feels very high quality. It is automatic up and down for all four windows. You can also lock the rear door and the windows via this control here. And you can power fold the mirrors in via the switch there. The materials here on the door panel are going to be a nice soft touch material with this nice wood finish trim. This area is going to be nice and padded. Looking down here is going to be additional cup holder and storage space. This also has the Harman Kardon sound system, which sounds pretty good. Reaching over here to shut the door of the Telluride. The door sounds very solid. Materials are carried over from the door panel to the dashboard here, which is a soft touch material. I like this nice blue and gray interior. It's a nice two-tone finish. But to start up the vehicle, you guys know, put your foot on the brake and press the start stop button right there. You're greeted by these nice two 12.3-inch displays. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it's still the wired connection, not wireless. Kia is rumored to be working on that. And this one is the SX model. The last one that I showed you guys was the S model, which now this one has the blind view camera. So if you signal left and right, it does display in the circle here. Instead of in the previous model, it showed only in the center part, but now it shows on both left and right in the circle area. Looking here, there's the headlight and turn signal stock. There's the wind wiper stock there. I like the nice steering wheel here. It's very thin steering wheel, but I like the nice blue finish. There's the Kia logo on the airbag cover. Over here is for your driver's assistance, and your volume and voice controls are here. Like I mentioned, two 12.3-inch displays. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Also, there's some shortcut buttons here for the infotainment system. There's a volume knob here, two knobs over there. This also has a heated steering wheel, dual climate control. There is 3-level heated and cool seats here on the SX model. The S model only came equipped with 3-level heated seats, not cool seats. The materials, like I mentioned on the dash, gonna be a nice soft touch material with this nice faux like stitching. More of that wood trim is continued onto the dash as well. Also right here in front of the infotainment system, you can customize this display here by pressing this button right here to show you your compass, also where the all-wheel drive is being sent to, and for your driver's assistance tech. Looking down here, there's some gloss black trim. My iPhone 14 Pro Max does fit in here, but I wish that the system was going to be wireless instead of a wire. The cable kind of gets in the way. There's a Type-C port, and this lets you know that your phone is charging via this orange indicator here. You can close this off if you would like. Like I mentioned, there's some gloss black trim in the center console area. Putting the vehicle into reverse, it does reveal a backup camera. Of course, there's trajectory with distance markers, and this has the perimeter scan, which you can look around the vehicle, which is a really nice look here. I love the new refreshed Telluride. There's also a top-down 360 view there. Kicking over here into drive, over to the left, there's a sport mode in the transmission. Putting the vehicle into park. You can also lock the center diff because the model does have all-wheel drive. There's comfort, sport, smart, and eco in snow. If you guys put it into its different drive modes here, it does, you know, have a nice graphic of what drive mode that you're in. I like the nice eco gauge here, which has this nice blue font. There's an automatic start stop, auto hold, parking sensors there. You can also press this button here to look at the camera, of course, front and back. There's two cup holders here. The center armrest is going to be nice and padded. It does reveal a good amount of storage in there, and there's that removable tray. The seats in here, they're supportive and comfortable. I like the way that the seats look. Like I mentioned, they're not aggressively bolstered, but they're really good for comfort. Looking at the glove compartment here, it does offer a good amount of storage in there, and it is lined with felt. And above me, there is this dual sunroof, but Kia does split it because of the climate control and lighting portion is here. So it is a dual sunroof, but they just basically split it off because of the controls are there. The lighting in the cabin is going to be a full LED, and there's also the sunglass holder here. And this one, I wish it did have the digital review camera mirror. That would have been a nice tech touch. And you can close this off if you guys don't want too much sunlight in. You can do it from the rear as well via this control here by pressing it there, and it will power operating close there. Very quick to close just in case it's too much light for your children in the second and third row. But overall, the interior of the Telluride is a huge improvement compared to last year's model. Opening up the rear door here of the Kia Telluride, let's look at the second row seating here. My model does have the captain's chairs, so you can sit up to 7 people in comfort. If you go for the bench seating, you can sit up to 8 people in comfort. Looking at the door panel materials here, it's going to be a nice soft touch material with this aluminum accented door handle. There's this wood trim here. I like the nice matte black finish here around the window controls. It does feel very high quality. This also has the Harman Kardon sound system, like I mentioned, from the front seats. Looking down here is going to be additional storage and cup holder space. This area right here is going to be nicely padded for your elbows, and this also has the manual sunshades here, so you can block out the sun if you guys don't want all that extra sunlight. But getting into this SUV, Kia does give you this grab handle here, and as you guys can see right here, this is where I have the seat to drive. I have 42.2 inches of rear legroom space. There is 2 mount pockets back here for storage. You also get some cup holders here with 2 USB charging ports in the seat backs. Looking down here, there is a 12-volt down here. The floor back here is nicely flat. If you guys go for the bench seating, I think you still get the nice flat floor there. And above me is going to be your climate controls. Also, there is LED lights throughout the cabin, which is a really nice premium touch. And there's air vents up here also with this grab handle. And you do get this large glass roof here, but it does not open. Keep that in mind. And there's these lockable armrests here so you guys can be comfortable on a long road trip. But getting to the third row, Kia makes it very simple. Just press this button right here and the seat will slide out of its way, and it does reveal a good aisle space to get into the third row. But getting back here, this is with the seat right here as far as setting. Kia says back here this has 31.4 inches of rear legroom space, which is really nice. There's a type C port here with 2 cup holders. You get the same materials on this side of the vehicle as well, so you can keep the other passengers charged up, also keep their drinks and the cup holders. Above me, there's this little sensor here, so if you guys were to leave your children or a dog in the car seat, it will notify you through the Kia Connect app. And there is LED lights back here as well, also with these rear air vents here. But overall, the second and third row of the Kia Telluride does offer a good amount of space. Let's talk about the powertrain specs here for the Kia Telluride. Open up the hood here. This has Kia's corporate 3.8 liter gasoline direct injection V6. This powertrain makes 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. It is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. Kia says properly equipped, this vehicle can tow around 5,500 pounds. They did bump it up 500 pounds compared to last year's model. And also, all Tellurides still remain front-wheel drive. All-wheel drive is available. Making our way over here to the fuel door of the Kia Telluride. I'm just so sad to report there's still no hybrid option. There's still no plug-in variant, but open up the fuel door here. This gets 18 in the city, 24 on the highway, and 21 combined. So I'm back in the 2023 Kia Telluride. This is the SX model here. The one that I showed you guys was the S model. And this one does have a nice navy and gray interior, also with this beautiful everlasting silver exterior paint, which looks really good, especially with the gray and black painted trim. This vehicle does have a very smooth ride quality. The powertrain is just silky smooth. It's the largest powertrain in the segment. The other competitors offer a 3.5 liter V6. This one just has the biggest engine displacement with the 3.8 liter V6. This makes 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. It is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission, which is a good powertrain paired with this engine here. And this vehicle, the V6, has a really nice grunt from it. I like the way that it sounds. Let's talk about the driver's assistance here. This does have 4 collision warning, also with a rear cross traffic alert, emergency braking with blind spot monitoring. Now, if you signal left or right here on this SX model here, we'll show you what's in your blind spot, left or right, which is really nice. Before, it will only show you in the center display. And the seats in here, they're supportive, they're comfortable. This vehicle does have great visibility out of the front, back, side, as well, because of the large mirrors here. I like the nice tech that Kia offers here. And this vehicle does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but sadly it's still not wireless. Kia is rumored to be working on that. This does have 3-level heated and cooled seats. The second passengers, my model does come equipped with captain share, so you can sit up to 7 people instead of 8. If you guys really need 8-passenger configuration, you can go for the bench seating if you guys don't need the captain share, which is going to limit it to 7 passengers in the vehicle. It does offer really good cargo space. It offers 21 cubic feet of space with the third row up. You fold down the third row, you get 46 cubic feet of space. And if you let down all the seats, it expands it to 87 cubic feet of space. So it does offer really good cargo space here in the 3-row segment. And right now, the engine is shut off. As you guys can hear just a little bit, these loud dump trucks are passing, but the cabin is well isolated. Kia did use some really good sound deadening materials here in the cabin. And right now I can take my foot off the brake because I have it in its auto hold, which is going to hold the brake. So if you guys, are in rush hour traffic and you're tired of holding your foot on the brake, you just press that button there and it will hold the brake for you. If I tap on the accelerator here, it starts up very smooth and it doesn't have any harsh vibrations through the steering wheel or through the foot pedal. So Kia is doing a really good job of building a world-class luxury 3-row SUV here in this segment. Let's talk about fuel economy real quick here. This is rated at 18 in the city, 24 on the highway, and 21 combined. I did switch the vehicle over to its sport mode here. As you guys can hear, it is holding the rails because it is in its sport mode here. But let's come to a stop here and do a slight acceleration run here real quick. I'm gonna leave the traction on. This has Kia's on-demand all-wheel drive. Right now the engine is shut off, but I'm gonna take it off that auto start stop. But and this thing hooks up really quick. There was really no screeching of the tires. You'd even hear the tire squeal, and that's with me using an accelerator, of course, to move the vehicle. The steering feeling here does feel the same as if it was in its normal setting here. So the steering does talk to you. I mustered it out around 22.3 mpg in mixed driving, so city driving and a little bit of highway here and there. But I did muster out around 23 or so mpg. So this vehicle is really fuel efficient if you don't have a heavy foot. Just right now I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes, but this vehicle does have a good ride quality even in the sport mode. But you guys can hear the engine just a little bit more being pumped into the cabin. Let's come to a stop here. Still no chirping of the wheels. So like I mentioned, Kia said this is their on-demand all-wheel drive system, and it's really living up to that name. There's no screeching of the tires and whatnot or nothing like that. But if you guys are looking for the best seller in Kia's lineup, Telluride is not going to disappoint. After spending time with the 2023 Kia Telluride SX with all-wheel drive, I like the nice changes that Kia has made for 2023. That powertrain is just silky smooth. With that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed this review here. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at @DriveOnReviews. Hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications, and I will see you all in the next review.